There has never been a better time than now to come join the Bellisio Foods team. Bellisio has a new contract in place with plenty of awesome perks for their employees. From increased wages, access to the free health clinic, vacation after 6 months, and much more, Bellisio Foods is committed to putting their employees first. For more information or to apply, visit BellisioFoods.com/careers. Take advantage of these great new employee benefits and join the Bellisio team today. Visit BellisioFoods.com/careers to learn more. Never have our community heroes been more worthy of recognition than today, and Wendy's is here to show thanks for all they do with a free breakfast for a year giveaway. Starting Monday, November 15th through December 9th, we want you to nominate the individuals you feel have gone above and beyond. Just go to yourtotalmedia.com/communityheroes and give us a line or two about why someone you know deserves free Wendy's breakfast for a year as part of Wendy's Thank You Thursdays campaign throughout this holiday season. That's right, our community heroes have the opportunity to win free breakfast for a year from Wendy's, which includes a delicious breakfast combo. We'll select a community hero every week on Thursday, and you'll hear their inspiring stories on the air. You can nominate anyone who's made an impact in our community. Wendy's wants to reward our dedicated and hardworking individuals because these heroes have kept our communities together and running. Make your nomination today at yourtotalmedia.com/communityheroes, and Wendy's will be providing free breakfast for a year to those deserving individuals.
Me and you gonna get along real good.
I think we will too. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the morning show right here on Main Street TV. And of course, Jennifer here to start off the morning. And we have some special friends in the studio today, and we're gonna get along real good, aren't we?
Oh yeah, real good.
That's right. First off, introduce yourselves and welcome. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
first. Hi, my name is Tylor Auxier. Pleased to meet you. I'm from Wellston Middle School,
Yes.
and I'm Pumba in the Wellston High School drama play. It's to all kinds of kids, like 8th to 3rd and 8th grade to 3rd grade.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And you guys are putting on a play this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And we'll get to that in just a minute. We're excited to hear about it. And Tyler's excited to tell us about it, too. I know.
Yes, very excited. My name's Charity Potter. I'm one of the directors of the Wellston High School Drama Club.
Yes.
And this weekend we are presenting The Lion King Jr. And as Tyler said, this is a junior production this year. It's the first time we're doing a junior production.
Mm.
So this production is primarily grades 3 through 8. So our main characters are cast within those grade levels.
This is amazing.
Yep.
Is this the first time you all have ever done something of that nature?
Within the past 15 years or so, it is.
Wow.
It is. And what put us in this situation was COVID, basically. So we were doing Lion King 2 years ago and had the license.
Can you believe it's been that long?
No.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And so we had the license. We had our high school kids all cast, practicing.
Ready to go.
Ready to perform. Things ordered. Actually, things had been shipped in. We were getting ready to do what they call Tech Week, where you wear all your costumes, have your curtains hung and everything. And then they came in and said, we're shutting down for a little bit. And we were like, okay, what's a little bit? And they said
2 years.
Exactly. And so I told the kids, okay, it'll be a month or so and then we'll do it. But I probably need to send this stuff back. And the companies that we work for or with were confused. And it was a very confusing time for theater and everybody involved.
Yes.
And then we never got back to theater as it was. And we kept holding on to this license, and the company we work with said, well, yeah, you can have it for another year. And then, so finally the license, it's going to expire.
Gotcha.
And so we have to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were like, okay, most of, not all, but a lot of our kids who are in the high school productions are in band. They're not available after school. So we were like, what are we going to do? Well, let's involve the kids who are our future.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's do the younger kids.
Yeah.
Love that.
They need to learn. We've got kids interested in set. We've got kids interested in doing sound. We've got kids interested in lighting. So why not? Let's try it. Let's see how it works. We have a brand new choir director this year. Her name's Natalie Davison.
Okay.
She came
That's
in
exciting.
and bless her heart, here she got new job.
Got thrown into all of it.
And I actually teach third grade math, but I'm also the play director as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, we have this idea. Do you want to participate?
Sure.
And she was like, yes, this is great. I'm on board.
Love it.
Let's do it. So that's what we did. We had auditions, grades 3 through 8, picked a cast, had all these kiddos that wanted to come and be part of crew, sound,
That
lighting.
is amazing that you got that many young kids that want to be involved.
55. We have 55.
What?
Yeah,
55 kids. Yeah. And we've
so
essentially,
good.
we have no money because we spent it all.
On the production,
And
it
the
didn't
production,
happen.
it didn't happen.
Yeah.
We didn't get any money back. So everything's like, $19.99 from Amazon or, or here, there, everywhere.
love it, though.
Or
It
somebody's
makes
basement.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
as everything with COVID has happened, we all have to think outside the box.
Absolutely.
So that's what you all have done.
Like this, I think you bought like a army hat and
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
an army hat with
And
the mask attached to it.
Very, yeah.
Love it.
Mhm.
But it works.
It works.
Yeah, it
It
works.
works. And I do have to give a shout out to Chillicothe Middle School also did a production of The Lion King Jr. That's where our former choir director went, and they shared props with us. We shared props with them.
Oh, that's so good.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
Saints Peter and Paul, Miss Dorothy Riebenhoff, they had done the production several years ago. They had props and costumes, and they also gave us many, many, many things. So within the theater community, people share.
Love that.
And it's great. It's great that people can share and
Yeah.
utilize
Absolutely.
things back and forth. So we were able to do that.
It's kind of like weddings. Like, what are you going to do with it
Exactly.
afterwards?
What
So
are you
you
gonna
may
do
as
with
well
it?
pass it
Yeah.
on or pass
Yeah.
it forward or share or swap or
Absolutely.
whatever.
Yeah.
So love that. And this is just so exciting, I think, for the Wellston community. Y'all are doing such amazing things up there. I was talking to the mayor this morning about that and how proud I am of the Wellston community and, of course, all our communities. But James and I actually had the privilege of going up last night and hanging out with Santa.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, we got to ride on the float with Santa. Oh, there I am with Rudolph.
Oh,
And it was so fun. And we got to actually ride on the float with Santa and get to meet lots of fun people and see the excitement. So we ended up at the park and got to see all the pretty trees and all that stuff. So, no, you all are doing amazing things up in Wellston. All right, so Tylor, tell us about who you play in the play, and then about how did you end up as the cast or in the cast?
well, I'm Pumba, and
And who is Pumba in the play?
he's the warthog.
He's the warthog.
Kind-hearted warthog.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's actually fun. It's fun to be around people and just having all this experience. Like, you can still have fun and still act. Like, it's like you're in the movie.
I love that. That's so good.
Yeah,
That's what
like, it's
acting
real
is,
life.
right?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Uh-huh. It's like you're real life talking warthog.
So, what are some of the things that Pumbaa does in the Lion King?
Well, he's like, the joke is he farts a lot. So, yeah.
Do you actually get to do that on stage?
No.
That's probably
yeah,
not a good idea,
Yeah,
is it?
no, not really. But he doesn't actually fart. It just it's like smelly and it's like funny.
It's funny because he's smelly.
Yeah.
I gotcha. All right.
And then there's Timon and
Nobody thinks it's funny when I'm smelly.
I know. It's only funny if you're a warthog, James.
yeah.
But so you started to say there's Simone.
Yeah, there's
and
Timon, and I think he's a 5th grader. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a 5th grader, and he's actually he's fun to hang out with. It's like you can hang out with your friends still, but it's also you're performing a live action play, and it's still fun.
Yes.
And I've always wanted to play like drama, and it's always been my thing. And
I love that. Now, is this the first thing that you've gotten a chance to be in?
Yeah.
So what did you do when were you like, oh, I definitely want to be Pumba, or I'm just going to go in an audition? There he is in the movie. But were you like, oh, I don't care what part I get, or how did you do that?
Here's a funny story. But I got it, like, she passed, our secretary for the middle school passed it out to every kid. So every kid could have joined it.
Okay.
During 6th grade lunch. Every 6th grader could have did it.
Okay.
I think she did it for 7th, 8th, and the 5th, 4th, and 3rd, and all kinds of grade levels.
Yeah.
And when I got it, I was like, I really want to do it because it's always been my dream to be in a play, and I loved it. And I was excited to do it, but I was in football when this happened.
Oh,
I was in football.
Yeah, because it's this fall sport, obviously.
Yeah, I was in football, and I was like, I might not be able to do it. But football was almost over, and Mrs. Potter talked me into doing it because she knew I liked to do it.
Good for you.
So my mom was helping me sign the packet out. And I wanted to do Pumba because Pumba's my favorite character in Lion King.
Okay.
And I think other people's too. A lot of other people's too.
Well, very good. And so when you got that packet filled out and then you had to go, try out for the play?
Yes.
How did you do that? What happened?
That was actually difficult because it was the same time of football practice.
Oh, no.
It was like right before football practice. So I had to make it quick. So I was going and I just auditioned and the time was ticking down. I was really nervous. So auditions was actually easier than I thought they would be. I thought you had to do exactly what the part you wanted to do. But no, what Mrs. Potter and Mrs. Davison, our choir teacher, did, they had us sing a song like I Can't Wait to Be King.
Okay.
And then Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Okay.
So I think I did pretty good. I don't want to be cocky, but I don't think I did that bad.
You must have done pretty good or you wouldn't be sitting here today.
Everyone got to pick their own part, which I thought was awesome. Because you got the part you wanted and not a part. I mean, you probably would be happy. I'd be happy for any part.
Yeah.
Because I thought she just gives you a random part and I would be actually happy.
But you got the one that you were trying for. Mm-hmm. That's so good. Yeah. And you said you're in the 6th grade?
Yeah, I'm in 6th.
Okay. And what's your favorite subject in school?
Social studies.
Really? Good for you.
I just love learning all the history and the past and everything the world's been through and
Yeah, and you know why that's important? So that we don't, repeat all the mistakes that we've made in the past, right?
Do it again.
Yes, so we don't do it again. You are exactly right. This is one smart kid here.
Absolutely.
All right, so when people come to the play, what can they expect? What can they look forward to?
I think they're gonna expect just the movie, but it does cut out a few things to make it shorter a little.
Okay.
But it still has all the amazing fun stuff that makes it Lion King Jr.
Very good. And so how many kids are in the actual front of the play versus behind the scenes?
Well, there's a Simba, Nala, Rafiki, Mufasa.
Mm-hmm.
There's Pumba, Timon. There's the 3 hyenas, and there's a bunch of other hyenas too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so everyone who auditioned did get a part.
Oh, great. Okay.
But not really a main part, but it's still a part they can get in it.
That's
so they can do it over and over, and maybe one day they can be like Simba or Mufasa, the part they wanted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think what is so neat, Mrs. Potter, is that you have given these youngsters the opportunity to get some experience because, as you said, they are your future.
Absolutely.
And the high school kids will be doing a spring performance, I assume.
Yes.
But these kids now are, for lack of better words, they're either getting their feet wet on acting and being part of the play, and then they'll be able to just jump right in and help with the others. Now, you were saying that, though, I think this is really fun, that now that kind of band and things are winding down, that some of the high schoolers have come in and actually helped you guys and helped mentor you.
Yeah, like,
how's that working out?
well, they're helping us with the lower parts because we're like younger, and they're helping us with the parts we can't really get.
Like singing wise, you mean?
Singing wise. And her son, Solly's been helping them, like Simba singing and them helping them sing better and just making sure it's like really, it's like you're watching an actual movie, the actual Lion King.
That
and I
is
think it's
cool.
going to be cool.
Yeah, very cool. So what's your favorite song to sing in the play?
Mine's Hakuna Matata.
Aha.
My favorite part is when I was a young warthog. Yeah.
I love it. Did you even know you could sing before you tried out?
Oh, yeah. I was in choir before I tried out.
And you like to sing, huh?
Oh, I love to sing.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, so Mrs. Potter, could you tell us a little bit about the specifics of the show this weekend, where it will be, how people can get tickets? These kids have worked so hard.
They really,
Please
really have
come
worked
support
so hard.
them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The show is at the high school. We have a cafetorium. That's where our stage is.
Okay.
So the tickets can be purchased at the door for $5. And the doors open at 6:30. The curtains open at 7 o'clock on the dot, right?
Yep.
We are only having 2 shows, Friday night and Saturday night. So
Okay.
both shows are at 7 o'clock both nights. And all seats are $5. Now, we do have a few reserved seats left for Saturday night. Those seats can be purchased at the middle school for $10. And what happens there is you can go and for $10, we have a seating chart and you can go
Like
ahead
an
and put
assigned
seat.
an assigned seat, and we go ahead and put your name on the seat.
Okay.
It looked like as of yesterday that Friday night was pretty much filled up, but there were a few seats available for reserved seating for Saturday. But we do have plenty of general admission $5 seats available still for Friday and for Saturday.
And that's awesome. And please come out again and support these kids because they've been working hard. How long have you been practicing?
We've been practicing since the beginning of November, I think.
Buddy.
No.
Since October.
Yeah, since
October.
since October.
Yeah.
Long time.
October.
That is so good. So what's your favorite line in the movie? Do you get to say anything fun?
I don't really have a specific line. I have a specific part.
Okay.
So it's my favorite part is when Timon and Pumba comes bowling for buzzards and get the buzzards away and rescuing Simba. Like seeing how Simba's doing it. I just love doing that because it's when I come out and it's just fun.
Good.
But I also like being in like the curtains, like behind the stage and watching the other kids do it, the other parts, and it's just so fun.
You're so supportive of your peers. That's so good. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So are you a little nervous for the production?
I'm kind of nervous,
Excuse me.
but I'm so excited that it takes the nervous away.
Yeah.
Yes.
The excitement overwhelms the nerves, huh?
Yes.
Overtakes the nerves.
Yes, you got it.
Very good. Now, so will this be a thing now, or is this a one-time for the juniors?
We will have to see how successful it is.
Yeah, revisit it.
Yeah, we'll revisit how successful. Of course, with everything, you have to look how it does monetarily, whether it can be supported.
It does, and health-wise too. I mean, this thing is just never ending.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I with all of our quarantining, I was kind of hesitant how that was going to be because we
Sure.
had kids in, kids out, kids in, it sounds like a lot of rehearsal time when you think, oh my goodness, you started the end of September, beginning of October, that's so many months. But when you have kids in and out, in and out,
Right.
in and out, it's hard. The rehearsal gets harder and harder when that kind of process is going on.
It is, but again, at the end of the day, how much more rewarding is it that you all have fought and made it through and made the cool costumes and just think what a cool production you're part of.
Yeah. It's like we've been practicing for so long. I just can't wait to get it done and just feel like I just can't wait to just do it. So it's going to be so exciting and overwhelming, and it's going to be awesome.
Yes. Yeah. And is everybody in the cast as excited as you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good.
Yeah, I think the backstage are like on the making sure everything goes well, and I think they're excited too to make it all happen because Mrs. Potter, the backstage, Mrs. Davidson, got all these sets up, and it looks just like.
That's so good.
Yeah. We have some really cool animals, don't we?
Yeah,
Our opening scene is really great. We have a huge rhino, a huge elephant.
Yeah.
Really like big giraffes, birds. What do we have? A gazelle.
Yeah. Don't we have an alligator?
Two alligators.
Two
alligators.
Yeah.
Wow.
3 zebras.
Yeah, James is
all
showing
our
some of the
lionesses.
pictures
Yeah,
up there.
we have lots of animals. And in that first circle of life scene, they all come out and the whole stage and even off of the stage because our rhino is a little big to fit on stage, so we have him over in the corner. Actually, there's two people in him. But it's very exciting, isn't it?
So exciting.
It is.
And when you said the elephant, I actually want the behind of the elephant.
Yeah.
Is a hyena, so it's like different parts. It's playing different parts.
That's right.
Not mostly the main characters, but like
1 minute you're a hyena butt, and the next minute you're an elephant butt, right?
Yeah,
and the birds are grass, right?
Yeah,
The
and I
birds
think
are
it's
grass.
so
The alligators are grass. Yeah.
I think it's so good that we have different parts. So we have 55 kids, and it's like we have more characters, and
you're right,
because each kid plays a different character.
Yeah, so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's a lot.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
I think it's awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that if you all have time this weekend, that y'all should get out and support these kids. And again, so I get a little confused about Wellston. So this is at the high school because everything's all together.
I know,
but
it's at the high school down below.
Yeah, down below.
Okay.
Yeah, because our school is up above the intermediate and middle school.
So it's like a middle school production, but at the high school.
At the high school,
Okay.
because that's where all our sound and lights and things
Gotcha.
are on, in the cafetorium.
Yeah, and
That's
I
where
see.
the stage is.
yeah, and the high school stage I think is a little bigger.
It is.
Yeah, and it's
It is.
probably better to do a live action play
Yeah.
on the high school stage instead of the middle school stage.
Absolutely, yes.
Makes total sense to me. And I think that you are going to do a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Yes. And I think he's going to be president of the United States one of these days.
Very possible, yes.
Have you
I
ever met a
agree.
stranger?
Oh yeah, no strangers to me.
I didn't figure as much. All right. Well, while you're here, and so I told Tyler, I was like, listen, the longer you talk, the less you have to go to school.
Yeah.
And he was digging that.
Yeah.
So, but no, what would you like to tell our viewers out there that are watching, about this weekend or just things in general?
Well, before I say anything, I would like to say hi to all my friends and say, told you I'd be on the interview. Yeah, no one believed me.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, he is. Here he is.
Mm-hmm.
See, there he is.
It's sweaty with this on. Yeah. I think you should come to the play because it helps us out and it's a fun thing to do. bring your kids. I mean, even if you don't have no kids yourself in the play, it's good to come and just watch. And I would love to come to a Lion King play if I knew no one in it. I live in Florida or something. Come to a small town, have a nice play. It'd be amazing.
And you're right. Who doesn't love the Lion King, right?
Yeah.
So why not come and see it?
Yeah, everyone's seen the Lion King, I hoped.
Yeah, for sure. All right. And is there anything else you would like to tell? You want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas or anything?
Yep. I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a New Year's too. Happy New Year's too.
Well, happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you as well.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking time out of your busy day to, maybe we can get you back for social studies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Social studies is my last block.
Oh, so we're good to go
yeah,
then.
we're good.
We're good. All right. Very good. End the day on a good note, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tylor, thank you for being with us today.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you
and
for
good luck
having
this
us.
weekend.
Thank you.
Love having you here. Come back and see us
Love
anytime.
coming. Always.
Okay.
Just give me a call.
Okay, I'll give you a ring. All right. Well, let's head on over to our weather forecast, where today it's looking pretty darn good for the day. And today will be partly cloudy with highs around 60, lows around 47 degrees. For tomorrow on Thursday, that's when the rain comes back into play. And we will have highs around 63, so warmer, lows around 42. And then Friday, once again, highs around 52, 44 for the low. And as you can see through the weekend, a little bit of rain in the forecast. But then beginning of your work week, Monday, getting ready to head on out to, all the Christmas traveling and everything. Looks like the rain kind of moves out. So I know they are working on a storm brewing again, which we could do without. But we will keep an eye on that and let you know if anything, major or crazy comes into play with that.
There's always something crazy coming into play. When is there not?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Especially right now with weather. Hey, speaking of the weather, I got an announcement from our good friend Pete Wilson. And there is a thing called Kentucky Care with two Ks, Kentucky and Care with a K, to aid the tornado victims in Kentucky. And it's a coalition of caring Jackson County residents and organizations that have organized a donation drive this week to support, of course, the thousands of tornado victims there in Kentucky. As far as we know, the death toll stands at 74.
And there's still dozens of people missing.
Yeah, there's tons of people missing.
Yeah.
This local project has been dubbed Kentucky Care. Oak Hill resident Alicia Lloyd Kamer is the main organizer, and she's receiving plenty of help from others, including the fire departments in Jackson County. So thanks to them. The general public can also support this effort by donating needed supplies at designated drop-off locations this week. And I'll tell you about those in just a second. Donations will be received through this Saturday.
Okay.
So you have a few days to get those in. The resulting cargo of donations will then be driven to Western Kentucky by Derek Dunavant and Jody Gray in a semi-tractor trailer full of fuel donated by Williams Fuel Stop. So that's so nice. That's so nice. Cool. Items being accepted. So pay attention to this.
Okay.
Bottled water, sports drinks, batteries, flashlights, paper towels, toilet paper, good luck finding that, paper towels, baby diapers, baby wipes, new blankets, sleeping bags, disinfecting wipes, work gloves, new tarps, and new toys and packages for the kids.
Yeah, a lot of people lost Christmas gifts, unfortunately.
They did. You can drop off at the following locations. So the Scioto Township Fire Department, that's State Route 776 here in Jackson. The Jackson Fire Department, 152 Pearl Street in Jackson. Osborne Equipment Company, and that's at 10 McCarty Lane here in Jackson. Elizabeth's Flowers and Gifts. And that's on Broadway in Jackson. And then the Oak Hill City building on Front Street, and they're next to Piggly Wiggly. They're in Oak Hill. Also, this Saturday from 9 to 1, firefighters will be stationed at local stores in Oak Hill, Jackson, Wellston, and Colton, collecting items as well. So if you have it in your heart or can find...
that's a really nice thing that they're doing.
It is wonderful.
Yeah.
Please donate to this cause. I mean, the stories coming out of this are so sad.
Yeah.
And, it's just... Tornadoes are the worst, man, because you don't have any time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And a lot of the people
they just come out of nowhere.
A lot of the people that were affected by this the hardest were people that didn't have a lot of means to begin with.
Correct.
Had homes that were less sturdy, if I guess.
Correct.
For lack of a better word.
So if we could help these folks out, that would be fantastic. It is the season of giving, so please think about that. When you are out at the store, maybe pick up a couple of items. And speaking of stores,
okay,
the Jackson Walmart. This is a new one.
It closed for 6 hours.
No,
and people lost their mind. Did you not see that?
No, it's not 6 hours. It's like
it was from 2 p.m. to 6 a.m. Right?
Tomorrow.
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like 2 days.
Oh, they did it for 2 days?
Yes.
Oh. I didn't see. I thought it was just. I thought it was from 2 p.m. to 6 a.m. So they're closed all day today.
Yes.
Too? Oh man, my. Yeah, I saw people going nuts on Facebook, but I didn't. I was like, oh, I don't need to go to Walmart. What do I care?
I know. So I said they're gonna have a meeting on their hands. But okay, so here's the deal. Walmarts in general are trying to, with the uptick, of course, of these COVID cases, once again, the Omicron variant, that kind of thing. Some of the Walmarts in some of the hardest hit or up and coming areas or counties where cases are rising, which would be ours. Plus, the store, I think, has quite a few employees out right now. Due to COVID. So our Jackson Walmart closed at 2 p.m. yesterday, and they will reopen at 6 p.m. tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So they closed at 2 p.m. So they're closed for, I guess, a day and a half, if you will.
Okay.
They are sending in a crew, outsourcing a crew to come in, thoroughly sanitize the store, thoroughly restock the store, and get it all cleaned up and ready to go for the last minute Christmas push. So, and also that gives the employees a little bit of time to, rest and that kind of stuff as well. So, Jackson Walmart.
Can we close from 2 p.m. until 6 2 days later? Because I could use that rest too.
Who do we ask? I don't even know. It's just me and you.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just.
Is it okay, James, if we do that?
Let's just record this and we'll just keep playing it, and nobody will realize we're not actually here.
They'll never know we're gone.
Yeah. Just leave the lights on, shut the door, and no one will know.
James, is it okay? Yes. Jen, is it okay? Yes. All right, we're out. No, we're just kidding. We're not. But so yes. So if you need to do any shopping or whatever,
go to Kroger
or Piggly Wiggly or Save a Lot or one of the other places, Odd Lots or one of the Family Dollar stores or whatever, because Walmart is closed and will be closed till 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I saw some people losing their minds on Facebook. And I thought
Never
they were
seen the
only
like.
Closing overnight. I didn't realize they were closed all day today.
That's why they're losing their minds.
Well, I don't know. I think some people would have lost their minds when they started closing at all.
We've all lost our
What,
minds.
You mean I can't go grocery shopping at 2 o'clock in the morning anymore?
Well, I found that out from, I won't tell on her, but our sweet Karina. I won't tell on her though. That she said, she was telling me that she was out late due to a sick family member and was trying to get some medicine and thought Walmart was open still all hours of the day. I did too. I didn't know, but they're not.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I saw where
she found that out.
Jackson McDonald's says that their lobby is open again now. I don't know what the hours are.
Okay.
One of my favorite games recently has been being in the drive-through window at the Oak Hill McDonald's, watching people come up to the door, find that it's locked, get angry, and storm back to their car.
It's like we're into 2 years of this. Like, have you not figured that out by now?
I don't know. Yeah, no, the funniest one was this guy pulled in with like a big like horse trailer or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it took him 10 minutes to park that thing. And the whole family pours out of the giant truck that's pulling it.
Because he can't take that through the drive-thru, right?
Just to find that the door's locked.
Oh, no.
But I mean, you can order on the app and they'll bring it out to your car.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, his
Classic.
his reaction was classic.
You're just like, ugh.
It was like the scene in A Christmas Story when the flat tire and the dad shouts all the curse words that aren't curse words.
Heard. Yeah. And Ralphie says, oh, fudge.
Yeah, and then he gets in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Where'd you learn that word?
Yeah.
I've heard my dad say that word at least 6 times a day for the last 13 years.
Schwartz. Oh, shoot. Hey, that's a trivia question I have for you.
Oh, more Christmas trivia? Okay.
Okay, here you go. This one stumped me.
Okay.
We've all seen A Christmas Story 7,000 times, right? What is the name of Ralphie's father in A Christmas Story?
Oh.
Right? Anyone?
I don't know if I could name any of the characters. I don't even know if I would have remembered Ralphie if you hadn't said. I mean, I probably would have, but yeah, I don't know.
What's the dad's name in A Christmas Story?
I'm going to go with Ralph Sr.
You think Ralph Sr.?
Because I have no other guesses.
Think about it. What is his name?
Comment.
Let us know.
Do, 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 do. All right.
Yep.
This is not good TV when we're just sitting there humming the Jeopardy song.
Yeah. You want to know the answer?
I do want to know the answer.
This one really stumped me too. He doesn't have a name.
Okay, that would have been my guess because I don't remember them ever saying his name.
Or the old man, because he refers to him as the old man.
Yeah.
So he does not have a name in the movie.
He never says it. Did you know that the author that wrote the book that A Christmas Story is based on, do you know they tried to turn a couple of his other books into movies too that like totally flopped?
Oh no.
Different, pretty much entirely different cast. I think the teacher is played by the same actress in a few of them. But yeah, like, I don't know, 10, 20 years later, after A Christmas Story, they made one about, I don't know, last day of school or summer camp or something like that.
That would be funny, yeah.
But it was like, it was cheaply made and all that kind of stuff, and it was a big flop. But the author is the narrator, and he was back for that, but he's passed away now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you know, and you probably don't remember this because A Christmas Story came out when I was a few years ago. It was a giant flop.
Oh, well, a lot
of the theater, and when it came out, A Christmas Story tanked, like flopped, and then all of a sudden, like years later, it became this cult classic.
Well, a lot of the Christmas movies are like that. I mean, It's a Wonderful Life is like that. The reason It's a Wonderful Life is such a touchstone Christmas movie or whatever was because it wasn't popular and it was cheap for cable companies to play it in syndication. So all the cable companies started playing it.
Makes sense.
And it caught on then.
Yeah.
And
which is probably the same with A Christmas Story.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And that happened with a lot. I mean, that happened with a lot of movies, period.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Like it just doesn't do well like in theaters. Goes on, went on cable, and then for a while it was DVD sales, and now it's like if you can get on Netflix or something like that.
Right, or on demand or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was listening to an interview with Judd Apatow the other day, who directed 40-Year-Old Virgin and a bunch of comedy films.
A bunch of sick and twisted movies.
Yeah, and he's talking about how like comedy movies aren't in theaters anymore. And he's like, well, it used to be like if it didn't do well in theaters, it would either get bought up by a cable company or more so it would sell a whole bunch of DVDs.
Yep.
And you would make as much money in DVD sales as you made in the theater. Mm-hmm. And now like streaming has replaced DVD sales, but it hasn't actually replaced like the revenue for that. So it's like harder for them to make comedy movies now, which is why everything is a $200 million blockbuster because it has to make $1 billion at the theater.
But I feel like comedies are... And that's probably why they're a little bit more low budget too, if you think about it.
Well, then the other thing that he said is like, well, comedies are lower budget, but horror movies are even lower budget and make crazy money.
Yeah.
So if you were looking to invest in a movie but didn't want to put much money in it, and your options are like a raunchy comedy or a horror movie, the horror movie is almost always a safer bet.
Yep.
As far as a financial return.
Well, the great thing about horror movies is they're either really scary and people watch it for that, or they're really cheesy
bad.
and you watch it
for
because of that,
Yeah.
like tongue-in-cheek stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So, one more trivia question
one
for
more
you.
trivia question.
One more Christmas trivia question for you. And I have a lot.
Oh, no.
What is the best-selling Christmas movie of all time?
So, like on DVD, we mean?
Just best-selling of all time.
Man, I feel like I have to go with Home Alone.
That's a good guess. I would think something like that too.
Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas has got to be a good one. I mean, that's another one that like didn't do all that well in theaters, but then it made all of its money on merchandising.
Yes.
Because it just went crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tons of people wearing that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say those are both good guesses. I mean, Miracle on 34th Street, it's got a few decades
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you'd think the older it is, the more chance that you'd have. But then
when you take inflation into account, then that's a whole other thing. But I'll go Home Alone.
Okay.
Final answer.
That's a really good guess.
Final answer.
The best-selling Christmas movie of all time, the 2018 Grinch.
Oh, see, that doesn't surprise me because
would that be the Jim Carrey one, right?
No, that's the DreamWorks one.
Okay.
Yeah, with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Okay.
That doesn't surprise me because I did a Christmas trivia thing a couple years ago, and like the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time was the Jim Carrey Grinch. And then this cartoon Grinch, which was only like 2 years old at the time, was like the third hiidest.
Aha. So it's had time to catch up now.
So the Grinch
makes total sense.
So people love the Grinch.
Yep. And we didn't get to see the Grinch last night.
We didn't see the Grinch.
But we got to see Santa Claus.
We did see Santa Claus. And 4 reindeer.
He didn't ask us whether we'd been good boys and girls. He
probably knew the
better.
answer to that. Yeah. Santa knows.
He does know.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to ask.
So we went on our sleigh ride with Santa last night.
Yes, it was fun, wasn't it?
But we also had Santa on the air last night doing his Dear Santa letters at 7 o'clock after.
Yes.
After we went on our sleigh ride.
That's right.
So we had a double dose of Santa last night.
All of Santa.
And so Santa was on, last night was the second episode of 3 of the Dear Santa.
Yes.
So if you send in a letter and Santa hasn't got to it yet, don't worry. He will be back next Tuesday, which is the 21st, right?
Yeah.
December 21st, 7
Yes.
o'clock will be the final night with Santa, and he will read the rest of the letters that he has.
Yeah, don't get frustrated if your letter hasn't been read yet, because there's so many that it takes 3 different sessions for Santa to.
I think we got close to 70 letters this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Some of them were easier to read than others.
Oh shoot. I love the ones where the kids like send pictures and do all that stuff. They're so fun.
The ones with the pictures are the best, definitely. Yeah.
We have a cute picture over here.
Yeah, the one little boy he's sent in a picture and it's super cute. And when we were finished with the Christmas show, we're like, well, we can't throw that picture away. So we've hung it on the wall over here on the pegboard.
He is adorable.
And that little boy's kindergarten picture is probably going to sit there for the next 15 years. Exactly. And we're all going to forget where it came from.
I know. And he's going to be in college and come in here one day and be like, why do you have my
kindergarten picture on the wall?
But no, it's too cute.
It is very cute.
But yeah, we got to ride on Santa's sleigh last night. It was so fun in Wellston. And, he
didn't get it up to 35 miles an hour, though.
No, he did not.
I wonder if you get it up to 88, if it'll go back in time.
I don't know.
I bet it will.
You Marty McFly for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was so much fun. It was so good. We got to talk to some kids down in the park and
tried to hire a couple
of them because they were amazing.
Yeah.
They may be now calling Wellston basketball. We're not for sure.
And
cooking at the
waiting
restaurant.
tables and cooking steaks at Archinetti's.
When you ask kids what they want for Christmas and they say cooking utensils, I was like, oh, you like to cook? You're hired.
Yeah. You want to learn how to batter mushrooms?
I got a job for you, kid. Will your mom sign off on it?
Yeah. And then the other little boy was like, yeah, we have, whatever,
broadcasting
yeah,
class
like
or
media
something.
class or whatever. He's like, when we do interviews and all this stuff, I was like, you want to call basketball games?
You're hired at Total Media also. You can just drop out of school now, kid, because you've got a full-time job.
Yep.
No.
2 of them.
But no, they were, it was so fun.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
the
Awesome kids,
park
awesome people.
down in Wellston
It's
is
beautiful.
gorgeous. Like turning that corner, I was on the float and sitting with Santa and turning that corner and seeing all those trees all lit up in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh, and seeing the kids, like, of course, their excitement. And we had some older kids that stopped by as
there
was
what the one lady was 95
I was
or
going to say
something like
like that. Yeah. She
Coming to
stopped
see Santa
by.
Claus?
Santa got out and talked to her. So lots of fun.
Yeah, it was very cool.
But we'll show you a little bit of that maybe on Friday.
Yeah, maybe Friday. Well, by the end of the week, we just got to get it put together.
Yeah.
Yep.
James in his spare time gets to put that together. Hey, there is a open house
tonight
here
at Stockmeister Plaza.
Yes.
Come see the new Total
Everything.
Media offices, the studios, the print shop, everything.
Yep, the new everything that's out here, and so
Pete
you get to
Wilson
see
will
our
be on
studio.
display.
Yes,
Like, this is Pete Wilson.
we put him on a pedestal.
Yeah.
He will stand there and wave all night long,
like a parade queen.
yes. I'll teach him about that
Yep.
since I was the horse queen. But yeah, no.
4:30 to 7.
Yes.
Yep.
So come on out, see the new facility, just check everything out, just socialize, have some fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Again, it'll be fun.
I hope it's fun. It should
Yeah.
be fun.
Yep. So we'll be here tonight, and you can stop by and see us.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, for sure. And James is going to bring food.
Somebody's supposed to bring food.
Did I tell on you on the air?
I don't remember.
So I get this sweet text
Oh,
from
no,
James the other
you
day.
didn't tell this story, no.
What was that? The day before yesterday.
Yeah, it was
I
Monday
get
night.
home and I'm like, I get this text from James and it's like, so nice. It says, I'm leaving Chillicothe now. Would you like, I'm going to grab something to eat for myself. Would you like me to bring you some dinner?
Oops, wrong number.
And I'm like, what? Heck yeah. Full well knowing he didn't mean to text me, he meant to text someone else. So I said, absolutely. What are you bringing me?
Yeah, I let
He
you down.
said, oops, wrong number.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, no, you offered, buddy.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm still waiting on my dinner.
So I did go to Krispy Kreme and picked up donuts to bring home with me and saw 2 guys get in a fight in the gas station across the street. So it was an eventful evening.
I mean, it's always fun and games till someone gets in a fist fight in the
Fist fight
parking
at the
lot. At the Krispy
Parking lot of
Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the lady that was in there, like someone comes in, she's like, there's people fighting over there in that gas station. And the lady working there, she's like, if they're out there, I'll leave them alone. If they come in here, I throw them out.
I said, something tells me she has
she's
had to deal
do
with that before a
before.
couple of times. Oh, boy. Well, the Krispy Kreme in Chillicothe is not, shall we say, in the most desirable of areas,
I don't
of
know.
downtown.
If you desire some donuts, it's
It
a
is.
pretty desirable
It's a pretty darn
area.
good thing to go to.
Yeah. But I knew you were doing the no carb thing. I didn't want to tempt you with those delicious Krispy Kreme donuts.
See how
so
he's
I just,
backpedaling
yep,
now?
Just backpedaling out.
He's just trying to get out of that
Yep.
offer of dinner and didn't bring me anything. That's
well,
okay.
I'll bring you dinner tonight at the open house with whoever is catering dinner tonight at the open house.
Which means he'll make me a plate that somebody else
I
provided.
mean, I'll show you where the stack of plates
Thanks.
are.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're a bud.
Yep. You're welcome. No problem, man. Happy to help.
Yeah. So, do you have all your Christmas stuff done? I hope that you don't need to go to Walmart today.
No, well, yeah, I was
shopping.
going to go to Walmart, pick up a few last minute things.
Today was my only day.
Yeah,
I had to shop.
Yeah, it was the only day. This is so inconsiderate of the Walmart Corporation choosing this
I'm
one
going to
day.
make a strongly
I'm going to make a
worded letter.
citizen's arrest
Yep.
of Sam Walton
Call Mr. Walmart.
and all of his billionaire heirs.
Yes.
Do you know that of the 20 richest people in the country, 10 of them are people that got inheritance from Sam Walton?
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
It is insane.
It's insane.
Yep.
Comment below if you think that's insane.
Yeah. It'd be a nice problem to have, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's okay. Money doesn't buy you happiness.
The rest of them are all Bill Gates' ex-wives and stuff like that.
Right. Oh, shoot. Okay, so you got all your shopping done.
Yeah, I think so. I'm out of money. I mean, that's kind of the cutoff.
Well, I'll bet, you have a fun nephew.
Yeah.
And can we talk about that for a minute?
Yeah,
what you're going to do him?
Oh, so I got him. So he's got some cool toys under the tree. He's going to get a drum set. He's gonna get one of those little RC car, drive yourself car things, I think. But I'm not gonna say what I got him, but I think I've topped it all.
No way.
I think so, but I'm biased. So we were talking about this school play today.
Yes.
So my nephew had his school play yesterday, and it was football themed. His class was a football team. And so I don't know his line. So they're all. There's no good way to show this to everybody, but I'll bring it closer to the camera and show you, and then I'll bring it over here to the microphone.
How cute! Because he's what? How old?
3.
Aw.
So that was all the little 3-year-olds lined up getting ready to. They're all dressed like a football team, and his line is, "Santa's got a new play." So I don't know how well we can hear this. Here's the little kids. And here comes my nephew. Santa made a new play. So, yeah. I think we got some acting skills there.
Look out, Tyler.
I know.
There's a new one coming up.
That's the next Timon and Pumba right there.
That's right. I think what they're doing with the Lion King and having the grade school and middle school kids get involved in that is such a good idea.
Yeah. I remember doing one grade school play, and I don't remember anything about it other than that all the characters were penguins. And one of them was an Elvis penguin.
Nice.
That's all I remember.
I was talking with a young lady the other day that had just graduated college, and I was asking her about that, and she was so excited because she just graduated, and I asked her what she graduated, what her major was. She said communications, and we got to talking about how invaluable communications, because she said she started as a business degree, but she felt like communications was more rounded. And I said, well, that was kind of my degree too, marketing and stuff. And I said, because I think the most invaluable thing that you can learn are those public speaking traits.
Yeah. And it's bigger and different and more important than ever.
Being
able to talk on camera, being able to talk with a microphone, things like that.
Correct.
It's just going to get more and more important as Zoom calls and things like that become a bigger part of people's work.
She was saying, yes, I agree with you 100%. I'm all those public speaking classes that you take, debate, all of those things that you end up taking in school that you don't realize at the time what it's teaching you. When you get out into the real world, you totally understand.
Yeah. Man, I only had one speech class in college, and this one poor girl fainted every time she got up and tried to do her speech.
No.
It happened, I don't know, 2 or 3 times in front of the whole class, and finally they let her do it in an empty room because it was the only way she could do it.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I could see that, though. I mean, I could totally see where people...
I mean, and it's just it wasn't in a lecture hall. It was in a classroom, and this
like a small...
Yeah, there's maybe 12 people in there that aren't paying attention to you.
Yeah.
And she just couldn't do it.
But if you ask, I think if you would do a poll, and it has been proven numerous times, you ask people some of their biggest fears, and by far one of the top fears is public speaking or being in front of, having to talk in front of people. And, I guess my point is these kids are learning that early. They don't
Right.
they haven't had time yet to even think about it, to get nervous about public speaking.
Yeah.
So this is just going to be like they're growing up with it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you could see, our friend Tyler is not all that shy.
Yeah.
So I think that's fantastic.
I hope he stays that way.
Yeah, I know. Because he's learning a skill there, and especially if they learn from the older kids, that they'll take with them for a lifetime.
Yes, absolutely.
And thank you to the, to the teachers and things that are participating in this too, to allow those kids to have that opportunity.
Yeah. Have you seen The Lion King play?
No.
My parents took me when I was little. I think it was in Columbus. I was really too little to remember it, but I do remember the part at the beginning, and she was talking about how they're recreating that, but all the animals like come in from like the back of the auditorium and like walk down the aisles and stuff.
Cool.
And that's how it starts. And and the puppets and stuff are super, super, super elaborate. It's really neat. I think on Disney Plus there is a like making of behind the scenes how they put that production together.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty amazing, and they've been doing it for a long time now. And it was when they started doing The Lion King back in like 2000 or whatever. Like it was pretty, like there really wasn't anything like that before, that level of costume design and stuff like that.
I mean, the costumes have to be pretty elaborate.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. And
animals.
Yeah, I mean there are characters where there's like a person wearing it, but then there's like two other people that are also like puppeteering part of it and things like that. Like it's really, really elaborate. It's like animatronic parts, and it's a lot, and it's pretty amazing.
Well, I am so proud of them. I think that's so good what they're doing, and no, Lion King I think has set the bar pretty high for theater productions.
Matt McKee, he told me a story. Maybe we may have told this on the air show before, but it's worth mentioning again. Last time, well, it may not have been the last time, but him and his wife were in New York, and when they did the Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark or Shut Off the Dark or whatever it was, a Spider-Man musical. So do you remember when they did the Spider-Man show on Broadway?
Is that the one that didn't last very long?
Right.
Okay.
Because it was so elaborate. Like it was all this like wire work and stuff, and they just couldn't do it, and people just kept getting hurt.
Yeah, they were hurting people.
Yeah, it was just too much, and they just couldn't do it. But the Lion King, I mean, it's not wire work. It's not quite the same, but it's so elaborate. And they've done it for 20 years.
Sure. I mean, they've got it down pat now. So, yeah. Well, I hope that you all get out and support these kids this weekend in Wellston, because they've worked really, really hard. And as you can tell from our friend Tyler, there's a little bit of enthusiasm there about what they're about to do.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yep.
So... And let's see. Oh, Santa. We need to talk about Santa. So we will be airing our Santa video of when you and I went to Wellston last night, probably on Friday, maybe beginning of the week. But if you're wondering about here in Jackson, Santa will be here Friday and Saturday in his house in Manpower Park from 5 to 7. So Friday, Saturday, 5 to 7. He will also be down in Jackson on the same float that we were on last night, visiting our friends here in Jackson on Sunday and Monday. Sunday is from 2 to 7. I have to do that. They have it in military time. And Monday is a 5 to 7.
Yeah.
So 2 to 7 Sunday, 5 to 7 on Monday for your chances to see Santa here in Jackson. So super excited. Santa's coming.
I know him.
I know. So fun. So, all right. Is there anything else we needed to go over today?
Well, probably, but I don't remember.
Probably.
Some friends from Holzer are going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, super excited. And, this isn't the most...
That's true. It's not the cheeriest topic, but it's an important topic.
100%. This is a real topic, and we're going to be talking about it tomorrow with Erica Keegley, who is the outreach manager, and we're going to be talking about mental health in the holidays. And I think it's... As much as people might not want to hear about it, it's a thing.
It is.
It's a big thing. And we're going to maybe help you out if we can.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we look forward to having Erica here tomorrow and talk about some of those situations. So, yeah, holidays do weird things to people. It's an exciting and terrifying and sad and stressful time all at the same time.
That is right.
So, all right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and thanks to our guests today for stopping
by.
by.
That was awesome. They were great.
They were definitely good. So we will be back here tomorrow with our friends from Holzer. Don't forget, open house tonight here at Stockmeister Plaza. So come on out, 4:30 to 7. You can check out our new studio, the new radio, zip printing, and the telegram, all of that stuff.
Yep.
So, all right. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow or maybe tonight.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.